What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a top star retiring, injured WWE star returns to the ring, is Bobby Lashley's injury legit, confirmed King of the Ring results, is Becky Lynch leaving WWE, PLEs moving back to Sunday, a tenured WWE name is gone, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at a top star retiring. Our top story today takes a look at some unfortunate news regarding AEW star Bryan Danielson. While speaking to the Wrestling Classic, the wrestling legend confirmed that his AEW contract expires before All In, and he wants to end his full-time career at Wrestle Dream this year. The big one is Wembley. I want to make it to Wembley. My contract actually expires before Wembley, but I want to make it to Wembley. I'm not sure if I'll make it, but one thing would be a nice way to kind of close everything out for me to do my last match as a full-time wrestler at Wrestle Dream at the Tacoma Dome, because that's the very first wrestling show I ever saw. It looks like Danielson has his heart set on retiring from full-time competition this October. Danielson seems to imply that he'll be staying part-time, yet that doesn't necessarily mean he will wrestle, as Danielson could easily take on another role in whatever company he decides to work for. Danielson is without a doubt a future WWE Hall of Famer, and it'd be wonderful to see the former WrestleMania headliner return to WWE for a potential induction one day. This seems likely as Danielson and WWE still maintain a positive relationship, and it would make perfect business sense for WWE to honor and celebrate one of the biggest stars of the past 2 decades. Next up is Bobby Lashley's injury legit. Despite rumors that Bobby Lashley's injury may be a work, it appears to be a legitimate injury. This is according to Sean Ross Sapp, who answered a Fightful Q&A question regarding the Almighty. Yeah, they knew he was injured as of Monday, so him being removed isn't necessarily a big surprise within the company. Lashley appeared set for a feud with Carmelo Hayes, however, depending on the severity of Lashley's injuries, this feud may have been postponed until Lashley is cleared to return. A huge injury curse is sweeping WWE currently, and Lashley is the latest name to join the list of elite talents on the sidelines. Next up, injured WWE star returns to the ring. A former Universal Champion Braun Strowman returned to WWE a number of weeks ago, and now it looks like Strowman has received the all-clear to wrestle again. Following this week's edition of SmackDown, Strowman worked as a babyface and defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. It looks like Strowman is set for a strong singles push up the card over on the Red brand. Next up, confirmed King of the Ring results. WWE made the bold decision to have certain matches for the King and Queen of the Ring take place at live events. Last night, LA Knight and Tiffany Stratton won their respective matchups and subsequently advanced to the next round of the tournament. LA Knight will take on Tama Tonga in the next round, while Stratton will take on Bianca Belair. One of the criticisms directed towards WWE for doing the tournament matches on live events was that footage of them wouldn't be made available to fans. However, this isn't the case, as WWE have been sharing clips on their socials, so it's been confirmed that the matches were filmed and highlights are likely to be shown on SmackDown next week. What do you guys make of the WWE's move to have tournament matches take place on live events? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Becky Lynch leaving WWE. Reigning Women's World Champion Becky Lynch still hasn't re-signed with the WWE. This news comes courtesy of Fightful Select, who are reporting. Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp has confirmed that Lynch is still on her previous contract and has not signed a new deal. Despite being Women's World Champion, there have been ongoing conversations regarding a new deal. However, as things stand, Becky's contract with WWE is roughly up in 3 weeks. As of now, Becky Lynch is scheduled to defend the Women's World title at the King and Queen of the Ring against Liv Morgan just before her contract is set to expire. WWE are continuing to sign top stars to new deals at the very last minute, which is a risky move. Having the reigning world champion for the women's division be a name that could legally walk away in 3 weeks is kind of crazy. And whilst the collective opinion on X this weekend is that Lynch will re-sign, nothing is ever a certainty, especially when it comes to wrestlers and their contracts. An interesting element of this story is that it would have made sense for Lynch to sign a new deal at the same time as her husband Seth Rollins. Obviously that didn't occur, so this heavily implies that Lynch is still undecided on what she wants to do in terms of staying or leaving in WWE. Next up, WWE PLEs moving back to Sunday. WWE switching to Saturday PLEs was a move that was welcomed by fans. Saturday PLEs just make more sense, and they're much more convenient for the fans, especially when the show is airing at an unsociable hour due to their international locations. Unfortunately, it appears that WWE and TKO could be implementing new plans to switch WWE PLEs back to Sundays. According to Dana White on the Recode Media podcast, WWE PLEs will be taking place on Sunday, whereas UFC PLEs will take place on a Saturday. As things stand, not a single future PLE is set for a Sunday other than WrestleMania 41 Night 2. So hopefully this is just something that's being discussed and WWE and TKO don't see the idea through. Nick Khan has previously stated that Saturday PLEs have been a major success for WWE, so it would be an unusual move to abandon this and revert to the traditional day. It's likely that they don't want to clash UFC and WWE events on the Saturday, and whilst this is completely understandable from a business perspective, the easiest way to avoid this is by simply not booking them on the same day. It doesn't appear that complex of an issue though. Next up is Cody Rhodes vs Logan Paul title v title. A Cody Rhodes vs Logan Paul is now official for King and Queen of the Ring in 2 weeks. There appears to be some confusion though regarding whether the match is a title versus title match, a match just for Rhodes' WWE title, or a non-title matchup. But this is what WWE are saying on the matter. Rhodes stands at the top of the mountain, the standard bearer to a whole new era of WWE. The social media sensation, however, has claimed that he is the reason for WWE's recent success and it has nothing to do with Rhodes. Now title holder will battle title holder to see which one of those things is true. Now this obviously doesn't clear things up, and WWE's digital show SmackDown Lowdown simply advertised match as a champion v champion encounter and didn't mention a title being up for grabs. Corey Graves on SmackDown did state that the match was for Rhodes' WWE title, yet that isn't clear in the advertising or marketing for the match. Rhodes has been tweeting out and teasing that he's coming for the US title, so if the match isn't for Logan's title, then this makes little sense. Hopefully more info will be made available next week when the two sign the contract for the premium live event. It was previously reported that WWE have no significant plans for Rhodes until Roman Reigns or The Rock return to TV, and Rhodes vs Logan is a match that has just come out of virtually nowhere. Nevertheless, this should be an excellent showcase for both men, and it's likely going to be the main event of the show. Next up, a tenured WWE name is gone. Another WWE departure has been confirmed, as Fightful Select is reporting that Steve Ruin, who was a senior director for WWE, is now gone from the company, and he was with WWE for 26 years. Fightful Select confirmed that Steve Rubin is gone from WWE. Rubin was a senior director, TV event relations at WWE. He'd been with the company for a full 26 years, starting out as a production assistant and working his way up through the company. Additionally, Fightful Select and PW Insider are both reporting that Michael Levin has also exited the company. Levin was a vice president of international events and general manager of emerging markets for 7 years. Next up, NXT commentator talks Gable Steveson. The WWE confirmed that Gable Steveson's WWE release last week, and the first WWE name to comment on his departure is NXT commentator Booker T, who saw his progress or lack thereof firsthand. According to the Hall of Famer on his podcast, Steveson had all the tools, yet he wasn't giving it his all, and had one foot out the door. He had the look, he had everything, he had all of that, man. And for it to not pan out, I think it was him not really buying all in, not really saying, I'm gonna go throw everything into this and be the best at it. One foot in the door and one foot out, let's just say that. And finally, Cody Rhodes doing big business for WWE. Our final story today takes a look at yet another report that justifies Cody Rhodes' position in WWE. A new report from Fightful Select states that WWE's merch distributor Fanatics has confirmed that for the month of April, the WWE Champion was the only wrestler to hit the top 10 overall sellers list. The report indicates that the list includes all sports and items the Fanatic company distributes, which is certainly an incredible achievement. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.